Hello, you're watching Avenue X, and today let's talk about two period dramas that have just gone live on China's internet. Both being period dramas, they aired back to back, both being 40 episodes, and they're both actually related to its own franchise of a previous drama, 唐朝诡事录 Season 2, Strange Tales of Tang Dynasty from iQIYI, and 少年白马醉春风 Dashing Youth, 40 episodes from Youku. So this video is my first impression on these two dramas, fresh out of the oven only a couple of days after they both aired. Strange Tales of Tang Dynasty aired on July the 18th. At the time I'm making this video, I have just finished watching. It's episode 12. As for 少年白马醉春风 Dashing Youth, it has just aired to episode 8 and I just watched that. If you've watched their previous drama in the same franchise and story universe, you know that Strange Tales of Tang Dynasty is the sequel to the first season, and chronologically the story also happens in that way, whereas 少年白马醉春风 Dashing Youth is actually a prequel in the story universe to the end of 2022, beginning of 2023, performed pretty well on Youku period drama 少年歌行 Blood of Youth. First, let me talk about 少年白马醉春风. This is produced by the same team, same platform, same scriptwriter, different director compared to 少年歌行 we've seen over a year ago. In terms of main cast, we have 侯明昊, 何宇, 胡连星, 夏之光, 姜真宇 playing the couple of most important main roles. Although this really can be called an ensemble drama because it also features many other supporting roles. Like I said earlier, these characters exist one generation above our main characters in Blood of Youth. For example, this character played by He Yu is actually the biological father of Liu Xueyi's character in Blood of Youth. So that will help you situate yourself in the story timeline. Also, this whole IP has web novel version and also animation version. The director of the current one, Dashing Youth, is Chen Zhoufei, whereas the previous one was directed by Yin Tao, who has directed quite a few period idol fantasy dramas in the past and has a very mixed portfolio. Some of his works really worked out well, achieved great popularity. Some didn't do so well. If you have watched Blood of Youth, you'll realize it really is produced by the same team, same company, same universe of the storytelling. It almost looks identical in its styling, costume, color palette, how they just aesthetically represent this whole 玄幻 plus 武侠 world. There's heavy use of special effects, particularly when people fight against each other. There's this strong sense of being in the manga or animation. And I have watched 8 episodes. I would say this drama would be targeted and probably enjoyed by a very specific demographics of audiences. If you have never watched Blood of Youth and know nothing about this IP or anime, it will be very hard for you to get into this drama and immediately understand what's going on. Compared to Blood of Youth, on script level and also on direction level is not as strong as immediately hooking you to the characters and their storylines. They even actually start the story very similarly. In Blood of Youth, it starts with our main lead male character in this restaurant and hotel thing that he runs, and something happens there and start to pull out his background story that he comes from this quite impressive family background that he's kind of in exile and in hiding. And if you look at Dashing Youth, you almost have the exact same start. You have a quite mysterious male lead who is in this restaurant. Something happens there and start to pull his impressive family background out too. Even the guy who is in the restaurant helping him and being his friend and ally is almost exactly the same as you have in Blood of Youth. That makes it actually even easier for audiences to compare. You have extremely similar character setups. They literally are related to each other and get at a conclusion of which one is better. Unfortunately, I would say, when I was watching Blood of Youth, I found it a lot more engaging. I can get hooked and keep watching it for, say, 10 episodes, not stopping. And then while I don't like everything about it, I can enjoy the storytelling and characters at least. For the case of Dashing Youth, unfortunately, it has everything the other drama has, apart from a good storytelling rhythm and ways of doing it on camera. Also, I think the way they casted those main characters, Hou Minghao, He Yu, Hu Lianxing, these people are all very pretty young people. That to an extent, it's visually enjoyable, but then the whole panel of young actors are, let's say none of them is outstanding in their ability to perform as actors on their own, to be able to hold a whole drama that's 40 episodes on their own shoulder. You don't quite know who you should be focusing on. I mean, you do know in a way that it's Hou Minghao and He Yu. These two guys probably will be the most important guys, but then nobody really grabbed your interest with their personal stories or their performance as you have in Blood of Youth. While the story is not told in such an engaging way, you also get introduced to so many characters right from the beginning. And the story barely bothers to explain who they are, where they come from, what's the relationship between them, what they're here for. And it's almost assuming that the audiences of this drama would know before they even got into this drama. It doesn't really consider the perspective of casual drama watchers who have no idea about what the anime, what the original novel is, what the previous drama is, who these people are. The only way I can tell them apart is because they're dressed in very different color and hairstyle. So I can tell clearly that guy has white hair, that guy has black hair, that's dressed in black, that's dressed in blue. That guy is dressed in another color, so obviously they're different people. But then they all get smoothed by Youku's filter to that sort of plasticky look. And then with that color and that way of fighting, it's, yes, I know they're two different people, but then who is that? And who is that? And what's their relationship? And who do they represent? It's a mess. If you don't know this IP and you go into this drama, it's gonna take quite an effort for you to follow what is going on. And the drama seems to not really care about average audience's response. And also not really, even though when it's introducing that many new characters, not making the pace exciting. So it's a weirdly not excitingly paced, but keep introducing new plot drama. So by episode 8, I'm like, I can keep watching it, but then if I don't watch it, it's not any loss. And so far, I haven't really get hooked on to any particular character storyline. I want to know what's gonna happen to them in the even like least remote way. So that drama is at this weird place that overall impression way of looking at it, I don't feel I enjoyed it so far. Probably not even to half of how much I've enjoyed Blood of Youth. It could have been told in a much more exciting and engaging way. Unfortunately, I feel this director is not as good as the previous director who did Blood of Youth. In this type of production, it's really important to have a director who knows how to tell an engaging story. Also, there's one thing, it's a little bit, trying too hard, therefore showing that you're not confident in what you're doing. Basically, they're trying to create too many CPs in this drama before this drama even got any traction or set up any characters. In the first, I'd say 4 or 5 episodes, you already sense they're trying to pair up multiple guy CPs in this drama, like not just one. For example, the male lead, he clearly gets paired up with this guy, but also with that guy. They're trying to mix and match everyone. They're also trying to set up, obviously, guy-girl CPs. They're also trying to set up girl-girl CPs. So it's starting to get out of control really quickly. And you don't even have sort of stable and strong footing of your characters and story yet, and you already try to introduce and sell and trying to promote the drama. Like they did a lot of shoots of actors, contemporary costumes, and clearly it's selling CP. You can tell that they're doing it too quickly before we even get to know who those people are in the story. And this type of thing can totally work, but it can only happen when people are already sold by what you've told them in the story of those characters. I'm just like a little bit put off by the over enthusiastic attempt to sell CPs when the CP really haven't been built up in the drama yet. Literally, it's like, 2 days after the drama aired, they're starting to promote the CP. I'm like, kind of like too in a hurry. As soon as audiences realize that you're trying to, the psychological barrier gets built up. And I'm like, now it's going to be harder actually to sell me your CP because I know you so intentionally want to do it. So that's my overall first impression on the drama Dashing Youth. I wouldn't say it's not watchable. It's very similar in its style of Blood of Youth. And if you've loved Blood of Youth, I'd say you can go into this drama and give it a try. See if it sticks with you. Then let's move on to Strange Tales of Tang Dynasty 2nd season. This season is 4 episodes longer than the last one, although I do think originally they still planned for 36. But in post-production, they manipulated it with editing for whatever reason. It might just be iQIYI saying we want this drama to stay online for 2 more days, whatever. Anyway, it's still pretty much the same amount of case you're gonna get as the first season, and it follows the same structure where you have all the main characters' personal storyline entangled with multiple cases. And since this is called Journey to the West, our main characters very quickly start a journey that's moving towards the west of Tang Dynasty, and along their way they're going to encounter different counties and run into mystery cases and trying to solve them. Pretty much the same structure as you have in season 1. So far I've watched the first 12 episodes that covers first 2 cases. So you can say that 6 episodes pretty much one case. If you're worrying about the second season dropping its ball, becoming slower in any way because of the success of the season 1, now there's more interest and money and investors and outside influences trying to manipulate the story. If you're worried about the second season may not do as well as the first season because of all these things, at least by case 2, you shouldn't be. And I have a good feeling about this drama is gonna sail pretty smoothly till the end. It hasn't dropped its ball in any department compared to the first season. And I actually think by the success of season 1, they did get more resource, more money. Therefore, they could do better sets, better special effects, better choreography, better costume. And even if you look at certain shots, there are many, many extras, have better makeup, better costumes, and pretty well prepared, foreseeing that they're all just as background. And this is the healthy way of doing dramas, which is doing it properly so that you get positive response and you become more valuable. Therefore, you can reinvest into a second season and make it even better. The healthy ecology of how an IP can develop. In the last couple of years of Chinese dramaland, period dramaland, you really can say Strange Tales of Tang Dynasty probably is the only one that manages to do this well. For the first 2 cases, because it's the exact same team, same producer, same full cast of the first one, same company doing it, same scriptwriter, same director, the well-oiled team now is like even better oiled. The story quality keeps to the first season's level of twists, turns, complications, character creation, and then trying to add a little bit into each case about the deeper, bigger ideas of human condition. So although it's set in fictional world based on real history and it's period dramas, it's not really 21st century, a lot of the things you will still get resonance with the characters in those cases, not just our main panel of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yes, those 5 people. You wouldn't only just empathize with them. It's also very easy to empathize and understand the stories and the characters in each individual cases. And in many cases, both the bad and the good people. So I think in that way, it's a really successfully written script so far. Also, for watching it as a fan of the first season, a couple of things that really made me very happy. For example, familiar faces from season 1 came back to season 2. I think one of the most memorable case would be the Qinghong and Du Guxiashu case in the first season, and they come back very quickly in the story in the second case. This drama also really listened to audience's response after the success of the first season. They did collect a lot of suggestions from the drama watchers in terms of what the second season should be looking like, which actor they thought would be super suitable for this type of drama, and if it could happen, can you invite this actor play a role in your second season? And this drama really did listen. The producer, the director, they looked at people's suggestions. So in season 2, you already see a couple of actors showing up who have been suggested by the fans of season 1. It rarely happens in Chinese dramaland in this collaborative way between the drama watcher and the drama maker. So in the first case, you'll see the actor Yu Yi, who got mentioned after the season 1 airing, and he did become a major character in the first case. He even sang the ending song because he's a quite well-known singer in the drama as his character, but also at the end of the drama as the ending song. You just feel like as audiences, you're so happy to see a drama that really cares about your feedback and go out of their way to make sure the audiences who love their first season would appreciate their effort and get satisfied. Other couple of things that really made me enjoy the first 2 cases and 12 episodes would be if you enjoy the character dynamics of season 1 of the 5 main characters, Lu Lingfeng, Su Wuming, Yin Tao, Pei Xijun, and 飞机师. You're gonna love them in the second season as well. They very quickly come back as a team again. And the drama really doesn't waste any time. Episode 1, you'll have a major case developing, you'll have a major main character getting put down, and then another character comes in trying to sort of step into place and solve the problem. It's a story that knows what it's doing, because ultimately it's still a case-breaking mystery-solving drama, and that needs to be well done, well served, and then you talk about along the way how those characters develop. You cannot, because people ship multiple CPs in the drama too much, that you overemphasize that and you forget you're ultimately still a mystery-solving, case-breaking drama. This drama doesn't forget that. It goes right into it and it surprises you with how fast things happen. When I saw the ending song showing up at the end of episode 1, I was like, that was episode 1. Really, I thought like I watched 3 episodes already, because that's how slow and boring things have become. Let me stop and go back, and I had to drag the playhead and to confirm, yes, it really is only episode 1, and this much has happened. Okay, that's what a proper drama should be. I guess I just haven't had it for too long that I forgot what it's like. It's too late happening in 2024. It's already past halfway point, but then better late than never. Also, this drama in this season, definitely thought more about they are actually setting their story in real time in history, how they can do their best to, within its drama's capacity, talking about things that actually did exist in history. So in the second story, you'll see something that actually is a real piece of historical artifact that's right now sitting in Shanxi Provincial Museum that did come from this historical figure as a very instrumental prop. It's definitely intentionally put there to link past history with a fictional story with the current archaeology discoveries of history, and I highly appreciate that. And you'll see a lot of those details, such as in paintings, in costume styles, in particular food, in particular word that's been used, that's researched and based on history. Although this is not a strictly super, let's say, recreating Tang Dynasty looks and everything per se drama, because that will entail a huge amount of money to be put into almost redesigning everything, which is not really realistic for drama like this. It's still mostly shot in Hengdian. Now you'll recognize all the streets. It's all in my video. I already recognized pretty much where everything is shot so far. I'm not saying it's doing complete recreation of that particular period of Tang Dynasty in all its forms, but they do have more thought put into the second season, trying to at least do their best, and I highly appreciate that kind of effort. As you know, like I like these things. The final thing I would say that I would want this drama to blend into its writing for the next 6Ks, and also if there's a future third season, who knows, right? I would really like to see how it blends real history into the fictional main panel of characters. The crown prince and the princess, who is his aunt, historically were political enemies. And she eventually lost the crown prince and later become emperor. He would be the marking point of the decline of the second half of Tang Dynasty because of the epic Anshi rebellion that happens later in his life, and the epic love story between him and technically his daughter-in-law, Yang Guifei. So you're looking at the beginning stage of that emperor getting his power. Because of that, the aunt, Taiping Gongzhu, who is the daughter of the only female emperor in Chinese history, Wu Zetian, that political battle is gonna go down. And in season 2, it's pretty much the exact time when that fight is gonna happen. Maybe they're gonna actually get to the point where the princess dies, because historically she lost and she died, and her whole political power, that branch, got eradicated by her nephew. Historically, there's a real person who is the son of this princess, but he actually was in the camp of the crown prince or the emperor. And historically, this guy, his surname is Xue, because princess married the husband who is Xue Shao. And then if you've watched 大明宫词, that drama, it's literally these two people's kids. Historically, when the princess actually failed at her attempt and got executed, the son of hers didn't really get killed. He was allowed to continue living. If this drama is gonna be roughly following what actually went down in history, you're likely to see the political battle between the now reigning emperor and Taiping Gongzhu, the Princess Taiping, and their fight. And that's gonna be an epic thing if they actually put into this drama. I do notice in the individual unit case trailers that iQIYI has put out, there is one that has very epic battle at a city gate. and a lot of blood and sword. It's like a siege of a city that has happened in this drama. So I'm wondering whether that's actually the showdown between the princess and emperor. Bloody hell for Lu Linfeng's character for sure, but I can't wait to see how that gets unfolded, and that's one extra reason that I think I'm very excited about Strange Tales of Tang Dynasty Season 2 right now. So that will be my first impression of these two dramas right now at early stage. I do hope I can make more videos on them. That requires them to both perform well. For Dashing Youth, it needs to somehow just really impress me for the later episodes, which will be very difficult at this point in my opinion. And as for Strange Tales of Tang Dynasty, if it turns out to be a really good ride of a mystery case-breaking period drama, I will definitely talk more about it, and who knows, I may even edit videos for it. Thank you for watching Avenue X. I'll see you in my next video. Meanwhile, live long and happy drama watching.